Hello there, Mrs. Collier here to continue with our new writing piece, Creative Writing with Structure. On Monday and Tuesday, you learned how to choose a topic and create subtopics to write about. Hopefully you chose a topic you're knowledgeable about because we cannot wait to read what you know. Today we're going to learn how to write an introduction paragraph. Make sure you have your keyword outline available and a separate sheet of paper. What is the purpose of a good introduction paragraph? The introduction paragraph is to introduce your reader to what you are going to be talking about. There are certain components to the introduction paragraph that make it easier for your reader to understand what it is you're going to say. An introduction paragraph is made up of a topic or introduction sentence, along with some background information, and then introducing your subtopics. You first want to start with the introduction sentence to get your readers excited about what you want to say. There's a couple ways to do this. One way is that you can start with a question to get your reader thinking about what your topic's about. Now, the example that I have here says, if you could choose any pet to have, what would it be? Now, I didn't specifically talk about dogs, but I'm getting my reader to think about pets, and then I'll talk about dogs, and hopefully they'll get excited about reading it. Another way you could use is a quotation from another author who's also knowledgeable about your topic. So I just went online and I Googled quotes about dogs, and I found one that says, author Josh Billings wrote, "A dog is the only thing on earth that will love you more than you love yourself." And then I'll go right into talking about other aspects of dogs. Another way you can start is just by giving an exciting sentence, getting them excited about what you're going to write about. So an example would be, having a pet can provide a loving addition to your family. So you could you just don't want to write something plain. You want to get your reader excited about what it is you want to say. So your next sentence should give your reader a little background information about your topic. So here are some examples that I came up with. A dog can be a great addition to your family for so many reasons. Dogs can be a lot of work, but can also bring you such joy. Having a dog can be so much fun. Nothing specific, just very general background information about a dog. So now your next part of the introduction paragraph is to let your readers know what your subtopics are going to be about. You can either do this in one or two sentences. In my example, I chose to do two sentences. So my examples are, there are so many things you can do to play with your dog, but you need to be sure and keep them healthy. Dogs really can bring joy in so many different times of your life. Now, if you remember back on Monday and Tuesday, my three subtopics were the toys dogs play with, how to keep them healthy, and how they bring joy to your life. So they were my three subtopics. So in this example, I chose to separate them and create two sentences. You can do three as well. It's up to you. So what do we do now? We now are going to, since we thought about everything we want to write, we are going to create our keyword outline. And if you take your keyword outline that you printed from Monday or created, it's going to look very similar to this. So my introduction paragraph keyword outline will, first line, I chose only earth. I have my heart here, that's my freebie, and yourself. And you'll see what that means in a moment when I put it all together. Then the next line, I wrote great addition family. And then my third line, I wrote play, healthy, joy. So again, I want you to be thinking about the sentences you want to write about before you do your keyword outline. It's easier to think first what you want to say and create the keyword outline than it is to create the keyword outline and then try to write from that. You want to have an idea of what you want to say first. So, time to put it all together. You really need to be sure to think again first about what you want to say. Get it into your keyword outline, and then building your paragraph should be easy from there. Here's what my rough draft introduction paragraph looks like. I decided to go with the quote. Author Josh Billings wrote, "A dog is the only thing on earth that will love you more than you love yourself. A dog can be a great addition to your family for so many reasons. They love to play with their favorite toys. It's important to keep your dog healthy because they bring such joy to you and your family." So there we go. I built my introduction paragraph. So let's go back and think about the components. So I started mine with a quote from another author and used the quotation marks because it's the author speaking, not me. So you got to be sure you go back and put your quotation marks in there. Then I gave a little bit of background information about that topic. So that is right here. A dog can be a great addition to your family for so many reasons. Nothing specific, just something very general. And then finally, I introduced my subtopics. And again, I did it in 2 different sentences here. They love to play with their favorite toys. It's important to keep your dog healthy because they bring such joy to you and your family. So now it's time to try it on your own. So on your keyword outline, I want you to create the outline for what you want to write about in your introduction paragraph. Remember to think about it first. Create the sentence in your mind, and then choose the 3 words that will help you to remember what you want to say. Remember, don't forget your freebies. You got freebies and symbols that you can use. Once your keyword outline is complete, on a separate sheet of paper, I want you to go ahead and write the introduction paragraph. Don't forget to indent, but you want to start today by developing your keyword outline and then going right into developing your introduction paragraph. Now, tomorrow is a little different. On that same sheet of paper that you have your introduction on, you want to use your keyword outline that we developed on Monday and Tuesday and develop your second, third, and fourth paragraphs, which is your first, second, and third subtopic. So by the end of the week, you should have a total of 4 paragraphs written. It's really important to make sure that gets done because next week we're going to learn how to write the conclusion, and then we're going to go into the editing phase of our final piece. Another reminder is to add your dress-ups in as you write, so you don't have to go back and add them later. It's much easier at this point to add the dress-ups in as you're writing your paragraphs. We will be doing the adverbs, the quality adjectives, and the strong verbs. They're the 3 dress-ups that we are going to expect you to have in your final piece. Any questions? Feel free to email myself or Mrs. Redard, and we cannot wait to read these writing pieces. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.